Are you a vampire? I need blood to live.
I wanted to find the way to find an analogy for who she was as a vampire that would ground her in something real.
Want some? They're really good. They're my favorite. They're really, really good. No thanks.
I found these photos by Mary Ellen Mark, and she'd taken these photos of a homeless family, and there was a 12-year-old girl at the heart of it. She was tough, she'd become a survivor, but you could see she was very sort of wounded under it, and I showed them to Chloe.
It helped me a lot, to kind of see what he wanted as the character, and the sadness he wanted, and the deepness, and, all the thought that's behind her eyes.
And actually, Melissa Brunning, who was our wonderful costume person, we looked at even what she was wearing in some of the pictures, and that skirt is sort of a little bit modeled off of that, and her windbreaker that she wears in some places. And so we tried to just find a way to make her seem like somebody who was a 12-year-old that had seen things that no 12-year-old should ever see, a real person who carried a burden with her, and that was what it was like to be a vampire, as opposed to have her play a vampire.
How old are you? Really? 12. But I've been 12 for a very long time.
What I love from the book is this idea, not that she's some scheming 250-year-old woman inside of a 12-year-old's body. She's stuck at that age. She's still emotionally 12.
Sorry.
I definitely say she's been through it before, and she knows she can't keep a relationship with anyone because they all run away at some point, and so it's, they either die or they run away.
He's such a clean slate. He's open, and he's ready. The first time that she walks up and she says, "We can't be friends," he's like, "Well, why not?" And he's just so clearly open, and she has had to protect herself from getting too close to people because obviously there are very, very dire consequences for her, probably emotionally as well.
It's just the way her life is, and she really knows no better, so she just says it right off the bat and see who sticks.
I think she, in a way, tests him, and he does stick.
He stands up to her for the first time. He's never stood up to anyone in his life.
Right.
Not even his own mom.
He's so lonely, and she becomes the one person who he connects to.
He stuck around long enough in the beginning, that's why she said it off the bat. We can't be friends. Since he did stick around, it showed that he actually cared for her, and he did stand up to her. No one's ever stood up to her before.
You have to tell me whether or not you think it's manipulative, but I just know that she's lonely, but I also know that she has need, and that she has to survive, and so all of these things sort of commingle, and you have to determine what you think.
When do you like me? Yeah. A lot.